Hey, what's up, you guys? DJMama here, and before the BBDL finally is cut closed, we're gonna do one last thing. So we're going to rank the members of my BBDL Season 1 draft. Uh, Before we say goodbye to these guys, we gotta send them off the way they were drafted. So let me just try to order these real quick from how I drew them up. There was this. Pretty sure I got that. Then I got you. I ended up getting you. Who did I get up next? After Orth. It was you. I had to get the rapid spinner. I think that was correct. Actually, I got Whimsicott before that. Then I got you. You. No, not Bear Check. Like this. And then that's how it that's how it was ordered. So let's get into this real quick. Alright, so the tiers are goats, playmakers, ready for battle, some slack, and bench. Goats meaning they always got my highest kills, they always did something, they always forced my opponent to make something. Make them happen, make a play, and really build around this guy. Playmakers, these are the guys I help me make my strategy happen, really, and help me propel me to some victories. Next up, ready for battle. These are the guys who are, they're ready. They're sometimes they gotta take a step back, but they're ready to go in when needed. Some slack. These are some members that have that were pretty good, but they had some slack to them that were very noticeable. Next up, and benched. Sorry, you didn't really put in that worst this season. Might have been my fault as a coach, but we were benched for one reason or another. So, Kingdra, obviously you're going to my playmaker tier. They always had to build around either if he was Swift Swim, most likely it was going to be Swift Swim, or even the Sniper set. Doing 50% to Empoleon is probably like big Kingdra play of the season. Politoed always ready for to come. Didn't really do a whole bunch of work. Sometimes it was ready to be my water switch in with water absorb, but other than that, it was just alright. I think I have to actually put Kilowattrel up here in Playmakers. Kilowattrel, being a GOAT, definitely did a lot for my team. Big U-turn, big Volt Switch, Hurricane, Thunder, Weather Ball even. Kilowattrel did really have it all. I kind of wanted to build a support one with a Roost, but didn't really come to fruition. Roost Tailwind sadly didn't go off as much as I wanted to, so he's gonna just stay in Playmaker tier. Next up, I think I sadly have to put Overquill here. I really did not do Overquill justice. This mon is so good, even especially in rain and even in out of it, of course. But I just sometimes it just didn't really do as much work as I wanted it to. But it is still very threatening. Orthworm. I ended up getting this because my first four picks all really lost to Mamoswine. I only brought it to one battle before I had to like trade it over. So I think I had to put it benched. It was just didn't put work for me, but I think it did put in work against someone else that picked up Orthworm and did some work with it. So let's go Orthworm. Always ready for battle, Mr. Hitmontop. He barely ever rapid spun for me, but he did have it sometimes. He was ready for battle. I'm not gonna put him in some slack. He did take a lot of hits. Did what he needed to do most of the time. Personally ready for battle, probably, but it's either I think he might be slightly below Politoed. That's about it. Whimsicott, I'm gonna put you in some slack. This was my fairy. I had to put you as both roles, as you weren't that tanky, but you were very supportive. You did a lot, but sometimes you just didn't do what you needed to do. I kind of wanted to see what you'd want to do in Week 7 against the Sun team, but that didn't come to fruition. But I think there was some slack with a little bit. It was like, what did you want to do? Did you want to deal damage like Specs and switcheroo that, or did you want to do Encore Leech Seed things? And that's my fault as a coach for always not using you the right way. Other one in some slack, Beartic. So I had 3 Swift Swimmers. which is a decent amount of Swift swimmers for this team, for a rain team. Kingdra always putting in work. Overquill didn't always have Swift swim, but Beartick, even if you had Swift swim, you could be outsped in the rain by some Scarfers, and it was very, very apparent. But sometimes had to run some Trailblaze. You did clutch up game 1 for me, which was certainly something. But I had to put you in some slack because, my gosh, the speed was very much the slack I had to deal with, and it just did not want to bring you. Sorry about it. But however, we have a goat here, Lokix. Lokix saved my draft pretty much. Getting Lokix immediately was the biggest threat on honestly on my some versus my opponent's teams. This thing coming in and claiming a kill with like first impression or threatening like a knockoff. Oh my gosh, it was so crazy, especially when I got to tear it almost every week. But yeah, Lokix definitely a goat. My go to my draft really. Doug Trio sadly was kind of a bench. I was thinking of like, oh my god, just arena trap the threats that don't allow you to swift swim sweep and then go from there. And sadly, I don't think it really worked out as much as I wanted it to. I had to bench him. Sorry about it, but Doug Trio, you kind of just didn't really pan out. I didn't really play that well with Arena Trap Doug Trio, sadly. Next up, we have Strudel. Little Strudel. I kept you all season, but you were the most benchable. Picked him up as another prankster user, but this prankster user got Rain Dance. That was his biggest thing. I brought him to 2 games. He really didn't do anything, sadly. And gotta put you there. You're at the top of benched because you didn't truly get benched. You were brought, unlike these 2 who were dropped. Is what it is. Magmar. Magmar was ready. I just didn't bring him in most of the times. I wish I did. This man actually did a lot for my team once I dropped Orthworm and Duck Trio. But yeah, I think if I really did bring Magmar more often, or if I had maybe the week 7 versus that opponent, maybe he could have been a little higher in Playmaker. Bronzong though, Bronzong was the Playmaker, bro. He came in. He got like after the first time I officially had him on my team, got a 5-0 or a 6-0 body press sweep with Iron Defense. Love that. Love that for him. He did it for me, and he still put in work throughout the weeks. He was gonna be like a lead payback set with like Stealth Rock payback and Culperberry, or maybe it was Cassiberry, I think. So not terrible. Next up, actually another playmaker, Alolan Dougie. Pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. Alolan Dougie did a lot of work. Could have been another Rocks lead, but did function well as ground and steel stab. Not too bad. Very fast, revenge kill, sucker punch. Endeavor came in clutch sometimes. But yeah, these were my guys really. Had to order it. I think Politoed going above Oracle is probably where it has to go. And that's that. That's how my draft would go. It's obvious that Lokix was my GOAT. He got the most kills out of my team. Definitely forced my opponents to build around him. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the Bun Bun Draft League, and I hope to see you guys watch some more Pokemon content in the future. Alright, see you guys next time. Bye!